Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we'll go over the three components that serves to be the guiding compass to a strong discipline. So you're probably wondering, how can one get a strong discipline? How does one not procrastinate? How does one stay track and stay determined? You see, I can use your own parents as an example. I don't need to always refer back to millionaires, billionaires, which I could because they do it themselves, because they need to. But I can bring your own parents, adults, into perspective. They need discipline, and they might not acknowledge this framework that they follow by, but they all follow by it because that is how you bring upon a strong discipline. Parents need to work, your parents need to do this and you do that. That's discipline. They need to do something at a consistent basis to keep you alive as children. So, the first component is motivation. So, motivation is literally key. After that is discipline, but discipline is right after. They're very interlinked. Motivation is very necessary. You need like this burning ambition, that burning desire that will bring you to realize that I'm doing this, because this one desire is telling me to do so. You need this desire. Well, some people might be stumped. What is my goal? Well, what is my desire? That's arrogance. You have a desire already. Your desire is probably understanding, how can I be better than I am now? That should be your desire. Because the only reason why you don't want to be the person you want to be is because you're too comfortable with the reality you have. And the truth is, you deserve to be where you are. That should be a law. You deserve where you wish to be. And you probably wondering, I want to be rich one day. But you're still here, and you deserve to be here. And let me talk about myself here. You see, I started this YouTube channel with one idea in mind. You see, you probably won't like my response, you probably won't like this, like that, but I'm very honest. I make sure I keep honesty the top priority with these YouTube videos. As long as I'm being honest, I can say whatever I want. Well, almost everything I want, because I still have lots of things to say, because you have yet to know lots about me. But I want money. That's the one reason why that's driving me to go on YouTube. That's one reason why. And anyone else who says anything else on YouTube is lying. They're doing this for the money, just like I am. You see, my goal, my first milestone will be 100 subscribers. Then after that will be 1,000. Add another zero, add another zero. Right now it's 100 subscribers. So we are in our road to 100 subscribers. Make sure you do subscribe. And one day, you and I will be successful, and I'll see you there. So whatever. The money is the game. For that was in my mind when I first started. I'm like, I need money. So I was like, okay, what are things that I can do? YouTube. So thinking YouTube. So YouTube is a way that I decided I'll get money that way. So that's a linear line. That's the first goal, right? And then the second want and desire. That's the first desire, money. Because you won't live without money. If you're going to a supermarket and you're like, oh crap, I don't have money because I'm broke. No one's coming to help you. You need money. That's my first desire. My second desire is wanting to help others. So I'm like, I can choose any YouTube niche as I could. I can be doing entertainment. I can do this, I can do that. But I decided education. Because I know everybody needs education. Because I know that there's men out there who realize that they have potential outside the school system. And they know and realize that, but they don't have anyone to say it for them. That's how I want to be that person to say it. And I want to let them build their own schools through the power of self-education, where they can intake through these videos, hopefully, be a source of wisdom and knowledge, where they can reach their 2.0 selves. That's the goal. That's the main goal, right? And my second want and desire is the need and want to help others. And that intersection of two lines, that one point, is the burning desire that fuels my actions of wanting to do YouTube, right? Staying honest and staying all that. And yes, I'll bring some Islam later. But I don't like to talk about things I'm not very educated in. I think that gives a very bad name to yourself, bad name to Islam, because you need to be educated in order to speak. So that being said, yes. That's my motivation. What is your motivation? Your life should be motivation. The reason why you don't want to do anything, or you don't feel like the need to do anything, is because you're comfortable with your reality. And if you're comfortable with your reality, of course you're going to be sitting down. Of course you're going to be, watching YouTube all day, or whatever you guys do. I don't know. I can't relate because I stopped watching YouTube. I will come back to YouTube and actually, entertain myself perhaps. I don't know but I don't watch much of that anymore because I want to use this summer dedicated to just learning, because I won't have this time when I enter school. School starts at like September 1. I don't have much time. I have exactly 1 month. So I have to make sure that I'm dedicated on YouTube. Learn everything I need to do about YouTube. And then move on and just repetitively do the same thing till I reach 100 subscribers, then 1,000 subscribers, then more and more and more and more and more. So make sure you do subscribe, because that's the goal. And after that, that's my motivation. You should already have a motivation. Your life should be motivation. I've laid the groundwork already for you. So if you're stuck on this, you didn't watch the video properly, you have to rewind or something. Alright? So the second is discipline. Now you have to understand that discipline and motivation, like I first said, is interlinked. You need both of them. You will not keep consistent action without a deep desire of something, without a deep desire of change. Understand? The reason I'm doing YouTube is I need money. Okay? If that is my goal at hand, but also realizing that I need to impact as much people as I can to do so, to actually allow that. I'm getting money, but the first obstacle is I need to help as many people as I can. So think of it, my task, my job on YouTube like this. I need to impact as many people as I can through this content and get as many people to change their lives. Because when they learn to keep their trust in me, and when they learn that whatever I say is the truth, and I don't say stuff that I don't know what to say. Like, I know exactly what I'm saying. And if they just think, okay, if I say truth, and if they actually take the advice I say and say, boom, it's actually working, they'll come back to watch more of my content because they want more of that, right? So that makes like a cycle. They use what I say, and because they love what I say, and it actually works, they'll come back for more. That gives me more views, and then you implement the things I say. So you see what I'm saying? There's a cycle going on. That's what I have in my head. And I'll be absolutely honest with my plans. If I say absolutely for money, some people might not like it. Some people might just click off. He's just a greedy bastard. But I couldn't care because that's the truth, right? I don't lie. I say the truth. So, yeah. Whatever. Now, the second is discipline. As I said, discipline is important. Like, very, very important. That's the habits you're going to maintain till you reach the pinnacle of your success, for whatever that may be, whatever goal that might be. Mine is 100 subscribers and getting stronger physically. That's the 2 goals I have. After that, I'll reach for another goal, because there's always new mountains to reach. Consistent action. That's pretty simple, right? Set the habits out and boom, and commit to it. That's very easy. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you this secret, okay? For every goal, there's a step framework. There's a framework of 2 things: knowledge and implementation. To reach any goal, you first need to research the knowledge and simply implement it. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Anyone who says it's more harder than that is crazy. It's absolutely simple for me. Knowledge and implementation. So the things I'm learning, just implement the things I'm learning at a daily basis. I get to the place I am. It's only a matter of planning and just staying consistent to the long-term vision. Simple. Be consistent with your action. That's discipline. Motivation, discipline, and the last thing you're probably wondering, what is it? So let me tell you. So this is an interesting one because I've decided to keep it, but I'm like, should I say it or should I not say it? That's willpower. You see, let me define willpower before you get confused. Willpower is the mental strength to resist immediate temptation that arises from within your environment. For example, let's say you have a phone on your desk. That phone's gonna distract you because that phone is there. You haven't got it on Do Not Disturb. You didn't put it like that. You have the notifications popping. Of course you're gonna feel like the urge to pick up that phone and be like, let me go on my phone, let me just like see what is up on my phone. Of course you're gonna be like that. Instead, put that phone somewhere else. You don't have to use on willpower. You don't have to rely on willpower at all. For example, as soon as that thought comes in that you want something, you have lost half the battle. The other half of the battle is relying on willpower. And willpower never works. So the third component is never rely on willpower. Willpower should be haram. Never rely on willpower. It's not haram, but I'm just saying, don't rely on willpower. Rely on just strategically controlling your environment, Controlling the things that you have outside. For example, if there's something that bothers you, take it out. Not that hard. So that you don't feel like to do it. You see, I was very stubborn into thinking I will use willpower again and again and again. Now I don't rely upon willpower at all. And you're probably thinking, oh, that makes me weak, that makes me all this. No, it doesn't make you weak. It makes you stronger. Because when you consistently put your phone somewhere as a habit, and now you don't have that distraction anymore. At a given moment, when you reach the time, for example, in a month, now you've completely stopped using your mobile device. You put the mobile device right near you. It doesn't impact you anymore. Not like it was before. And you don't even have to rely upon willpower because your brain doesn't even require that anymore as like a needed air supply. It's not an air supply anymore. You don't need that. You have air. Breathe up. So yeah, you can breathe. Never rely on willpower. So let me go over the 3 things that you need to know. There's motivation, which I already laid out for you. So there's no need to complain. There's consistent action. What is the goal at hand? You have to decide. Then just put the habits you need to commit to it. Knowledge and implementation. Doesn't get any easier than that. The last component that comes to a strong discipline. Never rely on willpower. Never. Because willpower will always fail you. That being said, I just want to say a quick thing. My channel is meant for men who will soon realize through my videos that they have potential aside the traditional school system, and that they realize that through the traditional school system, that's not their only place where they can get educated, which you don't get really educated. I think they should be hit by media. They have there's no hope in that place, right? You need to build your own school to the power of self-education. To the power of self-education, you will get exactly what you want. So, my channel will hope to be the catalyst, the igniter, to the sources of knowledge and wisdom and information that will require you to move up to the 2.0 self that we all desire to be. So make sure you subscribe and watch the next video. I'll see you later.